Hello, this is Crinstar, and today I am messing around with layering stuff. I am producing something kind of weird. Kind of weird. It could be interesting if I did stuff to it. Mostly, I think this is pretty cool. Ish. Overall, I think the things kind of get in each other's way. So today we're gonna look at how we can delay the MIDI notes in a way so that the sub and the kick and the face plant and the reason's not all messing with each other at the same time. I want them to kind of fire off individually. All with triggering on the same note. So once I press a button, I want the kick to go, and then later the bass, and somewhat later the bass, and somewhat delayed the face plant, and some delayed the pluck, or maybe the pluck before the kick. And that's kind of the instrument that I want to do. I want a big and it's all about transients. So if we go and look at our a second, your spectrum analyzer here, you can see that on the low end bass that there's a big hit and then it goes away. The transient of that we want to keep in there. So what we want to do is we want to mess around with the starts of these. Normally you would use an ADSR to mess around with the starts and kind of phase it in, but you kind of miss the transient doing that. The big punch at the start. And when we have plucky instruments and they're all fighting for that start with the transient, you don't want to miss that start, the plucks there. And that's the reason why I was using the reason rack, the kick, and the face plant. It all's got kind of they're fighting for that transient, that initial start. The sub's kind of lasts, and so does the face plant. A little bit more sustaining, but we want to make sure that all of our transients get heard and they're not fighting each other. So one of the ways that we can do that is with a delay. The problem with a note delay, especially on this line, we could probably put it here, but it's just not gonna work. If you can see the yellow, that's when I'm firing the MIDI or pressing the keys. And you could see that it kind of delays, but it delays everything, so that's not gonna work for us. So what we want to do is we want to kind of put this delay on separate within here. All right, so what do we say? We want kick be do the kick at 100 milliseconds. And I'm feeling a delay. An actual delay. right, now if you're still here and not got annoyed by it now, you can use the note delay with this instrument layer on each of the layers to kind of move it around while it's being triggered. So then it starts with the pluck here, and then I'm using the plucked piano, and it starts with that, and then it goes into the kick, and then a little bit later the sub, and then faceplant somewhere in there in between. You can tell on the levels here of that it's going through and then hitting all the different transients, and then allowing you to hear each one of them fire without fighting each other in the space and time. So on the spectrum, instead of they're going to still fight frequency wise, but they're not going to be there as much for the transients or the initial hit because we're delaying the note by a couple of milliseconds. Having a bit of fun with it. But anyways, kind of cool. Can use it for a couple of different things in there, but mostly whenever you need a delay in there, and thinking about trying to keep the transient, trying to keep that initial punch or that initial hit, as well as trying to make your sounds throughout. The note delay is actually a really good little utility or tool to kind of offset it a bit without trying to mask it with an ADSR. Because an ADSR, let's try it on this kick, just to give an example. Let's take out the note delay and let's actually reset this. All right, so let's try to take out this kick. So what we want to do is let's not try that. Do cool. Do this, and then here we do ADSR. And what we're doing is we're gonna turn off the volume, and then on volume we're gonna put it on there, and we're gonna make sure that our attack. So if I move the attack, that kick disappears. We don't want it. We're not moving the sound. We're just moving when you hear it. And if you got a quick attack, or a punchy type instrument, you're gonna lose it. So that's not a good way of shifting shifting it so that you can hear it overall, especially when you're layering it. Sometimes you probably want the layers to happen and it all to go at the same time. Yeah, that's totally missing that transient, so you don't hear that thump as much, but you do hear the end of it. So, anyway, just wanted to show off. I was thinking about that in my head. Wanted to actually make a demonstration of seeing the different ways that I could actually, or one of the ways that I can actually delay the sounds that's coming out when you have a lot of instruments all firing at the same time. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening. And I will catch you later.